Here we are in the Colosseum in Rome. There's Kimmy, there's Mommy, there's me. The Colosseum was started under construction in 72 AD from the plunders of the sack of Jerusalem under the rule of Asparian. So he used all the money. Vespasian. Yes. So he used all the money from the plunders and all the slaves from Jerusalem, about 12,000 slaves, to start building the Flavian amphitheater. Now, it took a total of 8 years to construct this 165-foot tall stadium. At 165 feet, it stands the tallest ancient Roman construction. After it was finished, it was originally these catacombs down there weren't constructed until 10 years after its opening. So before, like as you can see, it was made into a total of 5 stories high for their seating. I have a lot of information, so I don't know where I'm going to go and enter with a lot of this stuff, so I'll just spit it all out and come back to it again. So the seating was set in the first 3 rows. As you can see, the first row is right here. Down at the bottom, you can see some of the original marble there still. The second row would be right above it. Here. And then the third row is right above us. There. And then it was made taller, but a lot of it fell down in an earthquake. But the last 2 were made of wooden chairs and stuff for... The Colosseum was constructed a lot like the baseball stadium in Toronto. It has a total of 80 entrances. Each column around the end, the outside, is actually an entrance. Only 76 of the entrances were used for public, and then 2 of them were used for gladiators. As you can see, one of them is here. This is losing gladiators, and then the one on the opposite end right under us is for the winning gladiators. If they won their freedom, they would exit through that door there. Also, and the other 2 entrances were for the nobles. This whole stadium could seat a maximum around 70,000 people. I read somewhere else it said 82,000, but on average they would actually have about 60,000 people seating here. This was constructed so well that they could completely fill or empty this entire stadium within 15 minutes. The stadium was designed for like maximum comfort. They had a total of 2 bathrooms, which were able to hold a full stadium, and a total of 110 water fountains. Also, when it had a roof, they actually had a retractable fabrics which circled around into the middle to provide shade. Now these fabrics were on pulley systems that were actually run by the Roman Navy SEALs who would manage those. What else am I missing? About a decade after it was built, they started construction on these. Well, actually before that, they would actually be able to fill up this entire arena with water to do recreation Navy battles, if you can imagine that. The first 100 days after its opening, I'll show a little bit of me now. First 100 days of its opening, it was basically 100 days straight of carnage, and within those 100 days there was 5,000 animals slaughtered, and I don't remember any of the other numbers, but just to give you an idea, about 50, 60 animals a day were slaughtered here. But after the 10 years or so of opening, they actually kind of dismantled being able to fill it up with water for the ships, and they built the catacombs underneath. Now these catacombs, they were able to, that's where all the gladiators, and they would hold all of the animals underneath. And with a whole system of pulleys and lifts, they were able to raise all the gladiators and animals above onto the main stage. I hope I wasn't holding over that again. I keep covering the mic. Anyways, they're able to lift all the gladiators and animals from underneath in the catacombs up to the main stage with using trapdoors and lifts, and 300 people manning all these lifts to get them to work. Also, this entire stadium was completely covered in marble, so it was like a completely white marble stadium, which would have been such a fantastic sight to see. Anything else that I think I pretty much have all the information here. I have it all written down, but basically we're just in awe the entire time. Let's read over my notes I made. 70 drinking fountain. Naval battles. The hypogeum, that's what they call the underground caverns, which is basically Greek for meaning underground. Yeah, actually, I think I pretty much memorized it all. Not too bad. Just someone with a memory of a fish. But yeah, we're having a great time here. We're all loving the scenery, just basically speechless. And